Get on in here. Get up. Get on. Why I had put this thing in my mouth so easy? It's been a long, long time. One day I always knew I'd be with you again as the seasons go by. Y'all don't know about that Terry Ellis. Build me a road, dear, and I will come running, no matter how long or how far it may be. I have delight from what your love did to guide me. I promise I'll be there whenever you need. That's when Terry Ellis had went solo from In Vogue real quick. How y'all doing? Brothers, y'all all right? Now keep in mind that I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Y'all get on in here. You know, y'all some nosy assholes. When y'all get them white people y'all money, y'all don't ask them how much money they collected, and y'all don't ask them how much what they doing with the money. It was just $1. That's why I only asked y'all hoes for $1. It was just $1. All right. It's y'all that press to figure out what y'all did that little raggedy ass dollar, that old little measly ass, raggedy ass dollar. And I don't even want to give y'all the number, because once I give y'all the number, y'all gonna act like y'all changed my life with that little raggedy ass dollar. Little raggedy ass. Watch, it's gonna be some hoes in here gonna act like they paid off my student loans with that little raggedy ass dollar. All right, not too much. Not too much. Let me slow the chat down before I give y'all the tally on what y'all did for me with that raggedy ass dollar. Because I already can tell I'm about to cut some hoes out and kick some people out the damn thing tonight, because they're gonna act like they changed my whole life and paid all my bills with that raggedy ass dollar. I mean, old raggedy ass dollar too. Old raggedy dollar. Let me see. Let me slow this chat down. I'm gonna put it on. You can't comment except for every 120 seconds. There it is. Slow the chat down. Little raggedy ass dollar, acting like they changed my life. It was 9,745 some odd people in that chat. How much y'all think we collected? Hold on, who want to be? Oh, I see what you said, John. Make you hold on. I just saw something. Hold on. Fuck, somebody said make me a moderator. I was gonna do it. The chat scrolled too fast. I can't see it. Money hungry bitches. Money hungry bitches. That little raggedy ass dollar. There go the number. There go the number, y'all. And thank y'all so much for contributing to the Cash Out collection plate with that little raggedy ass dollar. So the experiment proved that about 1.5% of the 9,750 people, 9,750 people collected. Now, this is what we're gonna do since y'all motivated. We gonna see if we can top that tonight. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I definitely appreciate those of y'all who contributed or whatever. That just goes to show what we can do with collective economics and a raggedy ass dollar. A raggedy ass dollar is a little bit. It's a little bit for one person. But if you put it all together, we could do strong. We could do strong things. But y'all know I ain't too proud to beg. So I'm finna take it back to the street corner, to the old school doodle brown. How y'all doing tonight? Listen, we got a show jam pack. I want to go ahead and get into the show really quickly before our guest signs on. Stephen Bishop will be joining us, y'all, to talk to us. And there's some very interesting facts about this brother that we're going to go over. That's really going to blow y'all mind. But I want to go ahead and get into the show. Also, y'all, Marceau just landed in Fort Lauderdale, and he got to go through customs to get on another flight. He going to call me at his layover during Atlanta so we can finalize these ticket prices for down to the bar Huntsville. And I promise y'all, with everything in me, whether I have consent from him or not, I'm going live with the ticket site tomorrow, and we'll just have to figure it out on the back end. But if the site don't go live tomorrow, it definitely will be live tomorrow. For the person who said they just signed on, and what was the amount? Hot commodity, it was $2,085.60. $2,085.60 was the amount of the Cash App collection plate. All right, y'all, let's jump right into the show. First things first, y'all wanted me to talk about that Drake and that Kendrick Lamar beef so bad, and I said to y'all last night that I didn't like it. I didn't like the fact that grown men were on the internet beefing and fighting and so on and so forth. And I have to eat my words, right? Because I said between that Drake and Kendrick Lamar fight that I don't believe things will get dangerous because neither one of them are gangsters. Neither one of them are hood like that. And I may end up having to eat my words. Now, granted, you know, reports have not been confirmed just yet as to whose camp is responsible for what, but circulation is swirling all over the internet. And Drake's security guard has been shot, y'all. Drake's security guard was shot today as a result of a drive-by shooting outside of Dre's Toronto home. Now, people are obviously speculating that someone from Kendrick Lamar's camp did it, but I also have, you know, tweets from several other people. Love is back on Instagram. On Twitter said, I got the tea. The shooting has nothing to do with Kendrick. The Weeknd's manager, Cash XO's mansion party was shot up last week by OVO, and the security guard ended up getting shot. And the Weeknd's people, XO, reportedly spit the block at Drake's mansion. OVO and XO are at war with each other. And I see some of y'all in the comments saying, no, it was the Weeknd's people because the Weeknd's bodyguard got shot last week, and they're saying Kendrick has nothing to do with it. Here is the point. I don't give a damn whose camp that it came from. This is problematic. This is problematic as hell that we got a bunch of upper 30, almost 40-year-old junior varsity softball players now trying to enter thug territory. The Weeknd, I almost called him the Dream. The Weeknd, I'm surprised the Weeknd even got any hitters with all that damn slow ass, sad ass, suicide ass music that his ass sing. I would have never in a million years thought he had hitters. And Drake, for the life of me, I just really want you to be the bigger person in this situation. And please do not retaliate. This has gone too far, y'all. And this is what I was scared of. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what the beef is between the Drake and the Weeknd. I don't keep up with a lot of this hip hop stuff. But any of y'all who help indulge this stuff by going up for it and celebrating it and liking it and being a part of it, this blood is just as much on your hands as it is the shooters. This is what happens when y'all participate in this hood mess. This is what happens. This is what happens. And, you know, now we're in a situation where you've got these young people. You don't even have to call people to do anything. These people now are so blindly loyal to these celebrities that they will go out and commit crimes. Y'all see Nicki Minaj, people tried to fight me down to that concert, baby. I had to give up my $800 tickets because my big 40-year-old ass was not about to get beat up at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta. Not me, girl. I already told y'all my biggest insecurity and my biggest fear is me getting beat up on video and they put it on World Star Hip Hop. Not me. I stay home. Not me, girl. Not me. You ain't finna beat me up in front of capacity. And then when I end up fighting them damn 17-year-olds back, y'all gonna be talking about that's a grown-ass man fighting them kids. I fight women's, kids, babies, elderly people, people in wheelchairs, people with cerebral palsy. I fight all kind of people. And them, baby, I got so many phone calls. They say, Q, don't go to that Nicki Minaj concert. They said, them people crazy. Well, Nicki can't call me and flee her husband a tick. Just hanging on, sucking blood, parasitic, not accepted anywhere and most commonly found in parks where they should not be. And nevertheless, them girls was trying to fight me. I said, baby, not this beautiful brown skin. She could have them little $800 for them 2 tickets. You got it, girl. You got it, girl. You got it, girl. My skin is worth way more than $800 for 2 concert tickets. You can have it, girl. I'll be a flea. I will be a flea for them little $800. Moving right along, y'all. Whoopi Goldberg revealed in her memoir that she, in the early parts of her career, was an addict. She said that I'm gonna read you verbatim what she said, but she said, "Mama, y'all always be trying to spray the cocaine, girls. Y'all always be trying to spray the cocaine, girls, and y'all favorites do the coke. I'm telling y'all, if y'all mamas and y'all daddies was partying in the 80s and the early 90s, they done did the cocaine too, bitch, while you're sitting up always trying to judge me for my past. And I told y'all, old whores, I don't live there no more." But anyway, Whoopi Goldberg mentions that she was addicted to cocaine early on in her career. She eventually started to hallucinate. In the book, she says, "I was invited to parties where I was greeted at the door with a bowl of Quaaludes from which I could pick what I wanted. Lines of cocaine were laid across the tables and bathroom counters for the taking." The book also details how she grieved the death of her mother and her brother, as well as other personal struggles. Jonathan Baltimore said, right, I found out my mama and my daddy did it. Everybody, mom and daddy. If your mama wore red lipstick, wore pumps, and went to the club in the 80s or the 90s, she did cocaine and she was a hoe. She was getting fucked for a pack of cigarettes and a beer. I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm telling y'all what I know. If your mama wore red lipstick and pumps and she crimped her hair before she went out at 8 o'clock and she was going to the club in the 80s and the 90s, she did drugs and she used to fuck for a beer and a pack of cigarettes. I'm telling you. Women ain't had cars back then either. How you think she was getting a ride home from the club? I know y'all don't want to look at y'all mama that way, but go ahead and ask her, especially if she was from the South. And the more overprotective y'all mamas was, the more overprotective y'all mammies was, the more drugs they did when they was young. Why you think they were so overprotective? Because they knew it was out there and they thought y'all ass was going to be out there doing the same. But you know what? I don't think it surprises anybody. I don't think it surprises anybody that any celebrity who was big back in the day in the late 80s and the early 90s was partying. Again, I'm not advocating drugs. And when I say everybody did it, guys, obviously I don't mean every single person, but it was widely popular. And believe it or not, it still is very widely popular on the Hollywood scene. I am not taking aback one bit that Whoopi did the drugs. Joy Behar ass, I'm pretty sure did it because she was an old school girl. The only person sitting up there that probably ain't do no drugs was Sunny Hostin. All them white girls did it. All of them did it. All of them. Stewart said, "I'm shocked by Whoopi, though." I'm not. You got to understand, Whoopi was a comedian. She worked the comedy scene, going in and out of smoky nightclubs, doing comedy. It was a thing on that scene. It was a male-dominated scene. They hung out late at night doing that stuff on the streets in New York. You know what I'm saying? Then when you break into Hollywood, it was presented as the sexy drug, as the rich drug. So there was a lot of people back during that old Hollywood time that was tooting and booting alongside a whole bunch of other things. Now, the real tea is who Whoopi Goldberg let get some of that cat. That's what we want to know. The real tea is we want to know who Whoopi Goldberg gave some of that cat. You want to know what's funny? What's funny is when you now see older celebrities, male or female, and we look at them as like auntie or mother now, but we have to remember that they was once young, wild, fancy, free, and footloose. I am curious to know who all Whoopi gave that cat to back in the day during her jumping jack flash days. We know about Ted Danson. We know about them. I'm talking about the ones that she just got high and hunched after the club. The ones that we want to know who all she got high and hunched after the club, okay? And I'm sure there's going to be some more in that book who she hunched and had. Moving right along, Pastor Keon Henderson, Shawnee husband. Shawnee husband went on to Tamron Hall's show to do some public relations and to do some cleanup work, y'all. He went on, and I'm glad to know, because I had some commentary yesterday in reference to him being rude, and if that lady was in the spirit, was he wrong for yada, 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 yada. Now, Pastor Henderson went on to reveal that this has been a 4-year ongoing situation with this woman, that he has had ushers talk to her, that he's talked to her personally, and basically revealed that, you know, as a pastor, you have discernment, and you know who is looking for attention and who's just putting on, who's disturbing, or whatever the case may be. And that's why he felt so comfortable telling her hush. However, I would like to point out the simple fact that I am glad to know that we know that the lady was faking and he wasn't interrupting her in the spirit. However, I just want to point something out. I can 100% guarantee you that Pastor Keon Henderson was not the scheduled guest for the Tamron Hall show today, and that this was an emergency PR job. And the fact that his people found it prudent to do an emergency PR job to clear this up is evidentiary of the fact that people did not take kind to what he did. And the fact that people did not take kind to what he did is evidentiary of the fact that it still was rude. Irregardless of the fact, because y'all know a ghetto bitch love her some irregardless. Irregardless of the fact, regardless of the fact that the woman was out of order and she was disrupting, the fact that people responded the way that they responded from a visceral place is indicative of the fact that we processed that as the pastor being rude. There still was a better way for him to handle it. And now that I'm thinking about it, he should have just sent the usher over there to usher her ass up off the stage. That's what the ushers is there for. He should have sent Sister Daniels off of usher board number 1 over there to handle this girl. But I am glad to know that he cleaned it up. But is it me? Or does Pastor Hardiman come off just a little ornery, just a little haughty, just a little non-humble like? I don't know. I'm just used to my pastors being a little more humble. It was giving me very, and I hate using these words in regards to men. It was very much giving me sassy. All of the I did it and I do it again was so unnecessary. It was so unnecessary. You've already given me, you're not the type of pastor that I would go in close quarters with and share my business with, because you're just a little too ornery. It was a little too pompous for me. Your shoulders was just, your chest was poked out just a little too high for me. I like my pastors to be just a little more gentle. Jessica Fitzgerald said, could it be confidence? Absolutely not. Confidence is sitting on the stage with Tamron Hall and not shaking in front of a live studio audience on live national television. That's confidence. What he had was arrogance and pompousness. It just was a little off-putting to me, but hey, it don't matter. Y'all let these pastors rob y'all blind. Y'all let these pastors fuck little boys in the ass and tell y'all they not gay. Y'all let these pastors buy Bentleys and jets with y'all money. Then y'all want to bother me about that measly, raggedy ass fucking dollar. Then you want to bother me about the little raggedy ass dollar, but you'll go down there and give his ass 10%. But want to bother me by the dollar. Want to bother me by the dollar. But he down there buying shiny wigs and weaves and panties from Frederick to Hollywood with y'all money. At least I scam y'all ass to y'all face. Okay. At least I scam y'all ass to y'all damn face. Moving right along, y'all. 50 Cent is suing his ex, Daphne Joy, for defamation after alleging that he raped her. If y'all don't know Daphne Joy, she's one of the young ladies that's mentioned in producer Little Rod's. Um, she's one of the people that's mentioned in producer Lil Rod's lawsuit against Diddy and is being referenced as a sex worker. Well, 50 was suing her for full custody, taking her to court for full custody, and she, in retaliation of all of 50's trolling and antics, put out there that, well, you don't want me to talk about the time you raped me. And according to 50's defamation case, it's caused him business deals and brought him financial harm. And what's unfortunate about this situation is that we have been seeing an upward trend in the court system where these men, these high-powered men with the money, they have been successful in taking these hoes' children's. And I'm going to tell you something. The fact that this girl's name is mentioned in this Diddy lawsuit does not look good for her as it relates to 50 trying to get custody of their child. And the sad part about it is, this is the thing that baffles me with 50, right? Is that his desire to troll and inflict pain on that woman is deeper than his desire to raise that child. And here is how I've come to that conclusion. Daphne has let it be known that they moved to New York in order for 50 to have closer access to his son. And she says that in the 2 years that they've lived there, that he's seen that boy less than 2 times. Which says for 50 that it's not a priority that you see your son. You're not really crazy about seeing his son, but your son. But the fact that you are willing to take that boy from her just to prove a point and to stick it to her, I'm just curious to know what 50 would do with the son after he got him. I mean, at this point, the child is beyond the cutesy years, the 1, 2, and 3, the little cutesy years. I can't remember how old he is, but from the looks of things, he looks pretty old, almost in like that kindergarten age bracket. And it's like, not to say a bond can't be formed, but that bond that happens in those formative years, you're at the tail end of being able to form that bond. And I'm just curious to know, does 50 plan on being a hands-on parent, taking the kid to school, cooking breakfast, dinner, lunch for him? Or is he just going to get a nanny or a family member and toss the little boy to the wolves? 50, don't do this. 50, don't do it. Like, don't take this woman child from her. But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing that doesn't make Daphne look good either. 50 asked her to withdraw her claim, take it down, and she was willing to do it in exchange for money, which is called extortion. And I'm like, girl, you so stupid. You didn't have no attorneys help you navigate this, because all he's going to do is take your correspondence with you trying to ask for money and file extortion claims against you, which further looks bad against you in the courts. I'm telling y'all something. Watch 50 Cent fuck around and get that little boy. Watch 50 Cent mess around and get that little boy. And God knows I would hate it. God knows it's going to cause all types of tremendous pain to that woman if 50 is successful in getting that little boy. But you watch and see 50 fuck around and get custody of that little doggone boy. I hate it. I hate it. But the sad part about it is she is so playing right into his hands with the whole, I'll take it down if you give me money. Ladies, that is the last thing you can do. Mitchell Williams said, Funky, you used to be funny, but you're boring these days. Oh, what you said, Funky, you are boring these days. You used to be funny, not anymore, and I don't want to hear I've gotten older. You've gotten boring. So why are you here, Mitchell? Let's talk about it. Mitchell, why are you here? Are you going to watch the rest of the show? I ain't going to let it throw me off, y'all. Nevertheless, let me see. Hold on. Let me do this. I figured out how to do something today. I figured out how to ban user and their comments. Bam, we ain't got to worry about Mitchell ass no more. One bad apple don't spoil it for the bunch. Bye, Mitchell. I helped you out, bitch. It's funny because I'll never forget when we went on, we went from 2 days a week to 5 days a week on Fox Soul. I used to always tell the people, I said, you know what? We are going to have a problem, y'all, because every day is not going to be a very fruitful news day. And we're not going to always be able to squeeze, funny content out of every show. And I say the same thing here, guys. 5 days a week, 1 hour a show. Every show is just not going to be gut busting funny. Like some days there are very, very slow news days, and I'm not going to get started, y'all. Y'all ain't got to worry about me. Mitchell ain't throw me off. I just blocked and banned the bitch. So we ain't got to worry about him. I know I'm still funny, bitch. I know I can still hold 9,000 plus people for over an hour. So I'm something. Mitchell, you just dumb, okay? You just dumb, bitch. And you got mental illness, because I don't understand how anybody sit up with somebody they don't like and just sit there for a whole hour. Nevertheless, y'all, I want y'all to hear something. And ladies, what y'all about to hear is going to give you an indication into if your coochie broke or not. Because I believe this girl got a broke coochie, and that's why these types of things keep happening to her. Hold on. That ain't it. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on one second. Uh-huh. He's not in the back office. I don't see him. He never came on. I don't see him. Yeah, I literally don't see him in the back office. I was waiting the whole time. Okay. That was my publicist, honey. These celebrities, he said he was at his son's game. I gave him I didn't see him. He did not pop up in the back office. And I was gonna bring him in. But he showed in the pop up. We was waiting on Stephen Bishop. He needed to come on because he said he was at his son's game. He needed to step away really quick. The child just ghetto, honey. That was my publicist. I didn't know what she was gonna say. I was gonna let her come on the mic, but I didn't know what was going on. Either way, y'all. I want y'all to hear this. Hold on. I'll let y'all hear this.
She said he dated Shaq? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
This Moneice Slaughter talking about dating Shaq, talking to Carlos King.
During 2012, on and off, until 2016.
What was that like?
A mess. Toxic. Yeah, his birthday's 2 days after mine. And those male Pisces, I'm March 4th, he's March 6th.
He's like divorced from Shawnee.
Yeah, no, that was not a thing.
Yeah.
At all.
And it was just like, was he cheating on you?
Yeah, a lot. And then it was like I was dumped, but didn't know I was dumped until like Roscoe Diaz popped up on the internet. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then we got matching tattoos. And then after the tattoo, he was in the Bahamas with hoops. And I'm like zooming in. And I'm like, that's the tattoo.
She got it too?
No. Oh. Like, but the tattoo was like.
Enough of Moneice Slaughter, y'all. How many of y'all knew that Moniece and Shaq dated? I had no earthly idea. Somebody said Carlos, Project Paula said Carlos be interviewing any old body. I literally had no idea that Shaq and Moniece even dated. And honestly and truthfully, I would not have believed it until she said they had matching tattoos. Now, at the point at which two people have tattoos, then yeah, you've led this girl to believe that y'all went together in some capacity. You led them to believe that y'all was going together in some capacity, But she said that she thought that she was supposed to be going to the New Year's party and he popped up with somebody else. Who would have known? And you want to know what's funny? Moniece has had a lot of low-key celebrity boyfriends or entanglements. And just on the surface, she doesn't give me the girl that would be pulling all of these celebrities. But somehow or another, Moniece is successful in pulling these celebrities, y'all. And it baffles the HECK out of me. I don't know. Kalila B said Carlos definitely will interview anybody. I'm sitting here hoping that there's not an issue with the software because Stephen Bishop says that he was in the back room waiting to come on at 8:15, yet he never appeared down here where he's supposed to appear, where I normally see all the guests to allow him in for us to sit down and talk, because I definitely got the questions that y'all wanted to ask all lined up for this brother. And I hope that we're not having a glitch with the software system, that he's still able to do the interview. S&M says men like crazy, allegedly. Mrs. Allen say he lying. Who you think lying, Mrs. Allen? Somebody say Tori 0810 says, I don't know, Q, folks out here getting tattoos on their body after 3 to 5 business days of meeting somebody. You know what? I would imagine that Moniece would do something like that, but I wouldn't expect Shaq to do something like that, especially somebody his age and how looked down upon tattoos were in his generation. I don't know. Moving right along, y'all. Sexy Red posted a post today with her sitting in the chair in the doctor's office with her legs crossed. It was a little bit of comfortable music playing in the background. And the caption said, I'm sitting here waiting at the doctor to tell me why my coochie stank. It said, I'm sitting here at the doctor waiting on her to tell me why my coochie stank. Now, everything that I said about Sexy Red on yesterday's show, I take it back. And let me just say this really quickly. I don't know if we're having a software glitch. Stephen Bishop, if you are on the line and you can hear my voice, it is not showing me you in the back whatsoever. It's not giving me the option to let you on if you are back there, because my publicist says that you or your people said that you were in the waiting room waiting, but I don't see anything on my screen. Just an FYI, if you happen to be in the waiting room, I don't see you anywhere on the software. Nevertheless, she said she was waiting to see why her coochie stank. And I guess after receiving so much backlash, she went up on the Neighborhood Talks room page and posted, see, y'all MFers will believe anything that somebody posts on the internet. No, sis, we won't believe anything somebody posts on the internet, but some jokes are just too close for your persona. And Sexy Red, they already said you look like your pussy smell like mayonnaise. And so for you to be sitting in the doctor's office with your legs crossed talking about you waiting for the doctor to tell you why your coochie stink, it is very believable that that's the real reason why you're in there. I mean, let's keep it real, Sexy Red. You are the same person who got a lip gloss line with lip glosses that are patented under gonorrhea green, cum, discharge yellow. I mean, you're the girl who sells and said that, sis. So don't get mad now. That you walking around smelling like a Jimmy John's and you need to investigate as to why. Don't get mad now. You can't get mad now, baby, that thing smelling like mayonnaise and crab legs. Let me tell you, okay? Let me tell y'all something. When I went out of town to Atlanta this last go round, I had some crab claws and I left them in my refrigerator. And I was gone for 4 days. When I got back from Atlanta, I was like, I remember they was in the refrigerator. I opened the refrigerator up. My refrigerator was so stank. But not only was my refrigerator stank, everything in my refrigerator stank. When I go to pour sweet tea out the container, it smell like crab. When I go to get jelly out the Great Welch's jar, it smell like crab. And them was just them little crabs. Sexy Red, you a big crab. Okay, so I can only imagine what you smell like in between your legs and in your butt. Stop playing, sis. We know you was telling the doggone truth. We know that you was telling the truth when you was talking about it smelled like something, smelled like mayonnaise. So they said that could just smell like mayonnaise. You want to know what's so funny? I think the couple of the year would be Sexy Red and Kodak Black. That look like that'd be one nasty smelling ass room. They look like they'll be in a room fucking with fucking with sheets up to the window, taped up to the window. It looked like the bed would be on the mat. The mattress would be just on the ground. The carpet would have baby bottle juice stains all on it, and old panties and socks all over the room. It looked like it'd be a pizza box and empty beer cans in the corner and cigarette butts all on the nightstand. Don't it just look like that? And I bet they be making love sex, dirty sex, every sex. That's back when Jocelyn Hernandez didn't speak good English. She said, "Oh, me and Stevie we made love sex, dirty sex, every sex. Baby, it ain't nothing better than a bitch trying to describe sex with broken English. Love, sex, dirty sex, every sex. Bitch, what is every sex? What is every sex?" Flashback, I was watching some clips on Instagram the other day of like the earlier seasons of Love and Hip Hop, and I must say, I really do miss the very, very beginnings of Love and Hip Hop when reality TV was super duper real. Y'all, I got one more story because I actually had produced the show today with built-in time for this interview that looked like it may not be necessarily happening, and I hope the glitch isn't on my side, but we have got to talk about the Texas mother who committed suicide, a murder-suicide on her and her 3-year-old son just to enrage the father, y'all. This was really sad. It was really sad. The mother and the husband were due to go to court tomorrow to determine custody. And let me see, hold on one second. Here backstage, it's not, for whatever reason, it is not. I hate this. It's not, this is so ghetto. Yes, he can. He's asking, can he come tomorrow? Yes, he can, because he had a game anyway. We'll get it right tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna move Stephen Bishop to tomorrow because we had some issues, some technical issues, and he did show that he was backstage. I don't know what's going on with the link or whatever the case may be. He said, can he do it tomorrow? He gonna do it tomorrow. Good. I mean, I get to get out of here early and go get me something to eat, bitch. But anyway, let's unpack this for a minute. I know it's mental illness, right? I definitely know it's mental illness. However, and I know y'all gonna get me for this. In a sick, twisted, illogical world, and in her brain, could it be I love my son so much I can't part with him, so I'm going to take him with me? And I know that that is not logical to us sane people. But what I'm asking is, do you guys think that that is the thought process that is going through her mind? That she loves her son so much that she can't live without him? Or is it that her hate for the husband supersedes her love for the son? And which means, a lot of people were saying in the comments, which means that she didn't want a baby, she wanted the marriage. Because the fact that you're willing to kill the child to get back at the husband, and yet alone kill yourself. Let me tell you something, Jesus. Let me tell you something, Lord. I know I asked you for a man and you sent me one. Got a man that I think I'm gonna love forever, and forever we'll be together. But I want to tell you something. God, I don't ever want to love this man this much. The one you sent me, I don't want to love him this much, my God. I don't want to love him like that. I don't want to love him like that at all. I don't want to love him like that at all. I don't want no love like that, Jesus, Lord. I don't want it. I don't want it. And if you finna send me a love like this, it's finna make me crazy, Lord, I'll renege on my prayers. Take it back. Take his ass back. Take him now. Take that man and this ring. Take his ass now. I don't want it. I don't want him. Take him back. Because that's a crazy kind of love. That is a crazy kind of love, and I do not want it. And it is so sad that this child had to endure this. And here's the thing, lady, if you was willing to take your damn life, I don't know. I was about to say, go kill your damn husband and kill yourself, but then that was going to leave the kid alone. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It's just I can't explain. I can't explain explain this, and it's really sad and unfortunate, y'all. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe if you're new around here. And don't forget, y'all, I'm now doing Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews or whatever. I'm gonna, slowly slip back into the reality world and do Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if I find another show that is fun or whatever, that doesn't suck the life out of me, then I will probably play along a little bit with that show as well. Either way, y'all, I'm finna get up out of here and go get me something to eat from the Italian place, and I'll call y'all later. Bye.